The master of Illuminati 666, and you have to live by my rule. You do what I ask you to do. You don't call me on audio or video call. Read my message well.
I think I just pissed off the Illuminati. The Illuminati, you've probably heard of them, the conspiracy to end all conspiracies, a group of all-powerful elitist overlords controlling global politics and socially architecting a new world order. But as a burgeoning social media influencer, I'm all too aware of the importance of networking. If this group of lizard people are running society and stacking P on the side, then brother, do I want in. Perhaps they could help me promote this channel, make me a viral sensation, and prove to my producer that I'm more than a pathetic man-child caught up in his own narcissistic fantasy. Worth a try, innit? The first thing to do was secure membership. And how difficult could it be? Well, as it turned out, not too difficult at all. Whilst on Facebook, I came across Eok, a self-certified member of the Illuminati, on the lookout for new recruits. I dropped Eok a message, and things couldn't have gotten off to a better start. He was immediately enthusiastic and put me in touch with the Grand Master, who wanted some details about my occupation, location, passport, and ID. He even left me this lovely voice note.
The master of Illuminati 666.
After a few days messaging, it was clear we were really hitting it off, so I arranged a phone call with Eok to iron out the details of my membership. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear you? What's up?
So I was just calling if it's alright because I had a few questions about joining the Illuminati.
Yeah, you're free to ask, man.
Perfect. So like, what's the process of joining like?
Oh, didn't you message your master, the grandmaster?
The Grandmaster. Okay, perfect. And then this what do I do then? Do I just speak to him and he joins me up?
Did you follow the instructions yesterday?
Yeah, I'm getting that all together now, all the details, like, you know, my passport and my bank details. I'll send it all over. I didn't think there'd be as much paperwork for the Illuminati.
And you will be approved. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
cool. And then I just wanted to ask you, just because obviously I've been talking to the Grand Master, but he was saying that like you get like a holiday of your choice and like $1 million. I just wanted to ask you to make sure that was all, you know, like true.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Oh, cool.
Since I've been in this Illuminati, my whole life has changed.
Yeah, well, because you're a millionaire now, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's brilliant. And then last question, sorry, because there's some stuff about Lucifer. Is it like Satan related too?
Huh?
Is it like, what's the stuff with Lucifer? Sorry, I don't know much about the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah, it's about Lucifer.
Oh, cool. All right. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, no, okay. What? Because I guess I was a bit worried. Like, I know this sounds... As abundantly clear as Eok had been in his explanation, I still had a few unanswered questions, so I decided to do a little more research. Who exactly are the Illuminati? Here's the thing, a quick Google search reveals that the whole Illuminati shtick actually started out as an elaborate prank. Now, there was once a group called the Illuminati, but they were an 18th century organisation based in Bavaria, whose primary goal was to oppose excessive religious influence in society. That was until the 60s, when a couple of spliffed up anarchists named Robert Wilson and Kerry Thornley came up with the idea to hoax an entire nation. They both hated how conformist and unquestioning American society had become, and they decided that the best way to shake this up was by spreading misinformation, which they dubbed Operation Mindf***. They started publishing ads in magazines making outlandish and often contradictory claims, attributing national calamities, assassinations and conspiracies to a secret organisation of high-profile public figures, hell-bent on controlling the good, God-fearing men and women of America. And the name of this secret sect? Yep, you guessed it, the Illuminati, and that was the crux of the joke, right? Who in their right mind would believe that a group of 18th century Bavarian do-gooders had anything to do with contemporary politics? I mean, you'd have to be unfathomably thick to buy that, wouldn't you? Needless to say, I was left feeling quite the dunce. I'd initially taken Eok's promises of money, power and annual golf club membership seriously. But after a little sob and a sulk, I soon realised that all might not be lost. I mean, sure, the Illuminati don't actually exist, but the anarchist spirit of Operation Mindfuck might. And as far as social media clout is concerned, wasn't this even better? Surely the modern day equivalent of Thornley and Wilson's political anarchism can be found in the work of YouTubers like Logan Paul, subverting contemporary morality by affecting the characteristics of an obnoxious bellend and then becoming famous. I suddenly got it. Eok was simply trying to open my eyes to the doors of perception, to question the very idea of truth, and to make me see the world in a more critical way. The clever bastard. Hey, Yo.
Yo.
Yo, how's it going, man?
Yeah, so education plans.
Cool. I finally get it, Eok. So, like, the whole thing with the Illuminati, it's like the Thornley and Wilson style thing, right? Like, kind of proving how kind of fallible conspiracies are.
Huh?
It's like Thornley and Wilson from the 60s, you know, the hippies. Oh, so you know, I was just making sure, because obviously the Illuminati can't be real now, but I get it, and I still want in. This is the whole, like, Operation Mindfuck thing, right? You know, Thornley, Wilson.
It's real, man, it's real.
It's real? Wait, so, are you Bavarian?
Huh?
Are you Bavarian? Or, like, have Bavarian ancestry? And then it began to dawn on me. Eok, as it turned out, was not a member of an elitist secretive sect, nor was he an activist challenging society's entrenched conformity. In fact, a reverse image search revealed he wasn't even the man in the images he'd been sending me, which meant he was probably just a bad bloke trying to scam me. But that got me thinking. In recent years, the propagation of conspiracy theories has gone through the roof, with around 60% of the British public believing in at least one. And you've got to wonder why this is, and more importantly, who's to benefit from it. If Eok was able to deceive me, then could it be that others were being similarly conned for the economic and political gain of a certain few? The answer, in short, is yes, and for evidence, we need look no further than everyone's favourite despot, Donald Trump. During his time in office, Trump thrived off the concerted spread of wild conspiracy theories. Not only did he spout baseless claims around voter fraud and fake news, but he also bolstered mental accusations made by the now infamous 4chan user QAnon. Through harnessing fear in this way, Trump was able to mask his own failings and corrupt activity, with any personal attack explained away to the nefarious agenda of this evil Washington elite. However, the question remains as to why people buy into these conspiracies so easily. When starting Operation Mindfuck, Thornley and Wilson severely underestimated just how volatile and fearful post-war society was about to become, and research suggests that conspiracy theories provide a rational way of understanding events that seem confusing or scary. Throw the hyperconnectivity of online chat rooms and social media into the mix, and it all begins to make sense. In a world where so many lack agency and find themselves feeling increasingly alienated, shared myths that explain these conditions can act as a source of stability. This was something I knew all too well myself. Though I was relieved to have foiled Eok's con, I was also somewhat upset that the Illuminati didn't exist and that I, by extension, would never be able to join them. It may not have been a conventional relationship. He may have been trying to steal my money or identity. But in this solitary and hostile world, where one man's truth is another's fake news, we need all the friends we can get. Hey Yuck, it's me again. I don't know, I was just thinking about you. Missing you. Missing us. I know things ended badly between the two of us. You know, it's one thing losing the Illuminati, but it's another losing a friend. You know I didn't give you my passport, Yuck, but I feel like I gave you everything I could. Just let me know when you get this. Give me a call back, or a message, or a fax.